How's it going? Yeah, not a bad night actually. Quite comfy. Got a few hours sleep, so that was alright. Looks like a bit of an overcast, foggy sort of a morning, which is pretty typical in these gorgy kind of rivers down here in the Wanganui country. Anyway, about due to get up and try and crank our fire up and get a bit of a feed. Not really looking forward to going down the river this morning, but I've got to try and make some progress. Had a gaggle of geese turn up in the night. In fact, they're still over on the other side of the river on some green grass, playing around having a feed. So they're another pest species, so another something else to target if I get hungry at some stage. So anyway, I think we'll get up and at them and see what the day brings. Well, I hope you're hungry because breakfast is ready and it's fine cuisine. We've got a cup of tea made out of a bit of kawa and some blackberry leaves I actually found, and I found some plantain when I was down on the riverbank looking for getting water, which I didn't see yesterday, so I picked quite a bit of plantain, steamed it up, and yeah, we'll eat some of that up with our goat guts for breakfast. So I've got some heart, some liver and some kidney with our plantain, and this stuff here should be as good as taking a vitamin pill, so we'll get that down on us, and yeah, all going well, it'll set us up for the day. So yeah, great tucker. So I've just pulled up. I think I'll check the map, try and get an idea where we are. Made reasonable progress this morning, but it's quite hard to pick on the map exactly. I know there's a big side creek came in a couple of k's back, so I should be able to use that as a good indicator. Hopefully it's not too much further to go. That is one big pile of firewood. Should do me for the night. We'll keep going a bit further. Bah. 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 There you going? What have you been doing today? Jokers, look. Well, there's a potential site across the river here, just over in here. It's got plenty of firewood, a big eddy there where there's bound to be an eel, mamaku tree fern. I think there's probably access up through there into the bush if I want to go for a hunt. It's quite steep, but I think I could probably get out. There's a good huge pool here behind me where there's probably trout. It just means that I've got to cross the river in the kayak to have a crack at that. It's worth a go. The trouble is there's always another campsite around the corner, isn't there? And there's always hope and think there's something better, but not necessarily so. So we've got about a click and a half down to the main Wanganui River, so it's about as far as I want to go. It shouldn't be too big a drama getting out of here, touch wood. As long as we don't have a raging flood on our hands, but I think what we'll do is cross over here and just suss it out a bit, see what the campsite's actually like close up. Doing today? Would you like to go in my pot? It'd be quite yummy. Yes. How about I come over there and catch you? Aye? Is that a good idea? I'm coming. You better run away. Oh, you were lucky I didn't have a shotgun. Into a hell of a gorge down here, which I didn't quite expect. Having a real job finding a campsite. The last one was too wet, it wasn't acceptable. We haven't really got much choice but to keep going. Yeah, first thing that's anywhere near good enough, I'm going to have to stop and make do. Well, looks like we've found the main Wanganui. We didn't want to come way down here, but looks like we had no choice, so we'll just have to make do with what we've got. Well, as you've no doubt seen, it's been bloody near impossible trying to find anywhere to camp this morning. We've actually reached the main Wanganui River, which was not in the plan. However, even the options here are limited, so I don't want to pull up on any of the official dock campsites as such, because the whole idea of this trip was to go out and subsist alone. So I've pulled up on the first grassy bank I could find. It's all been rooted up by pigs. I found a little grassy spot just here, a little creek. I've seen a couple of goats. The only thing it's lacking really is firewood, so we're going to have to work hard for that. Otherwise, I think we'll give it a crack. We could probably get up into the bush and have a hunt. I probably won't get any fishing down here. It's terrible spot, but anyway, we'll have a hunt and forage and make do with what we've got. It's just the way it goes with these sorts of trips. Sometimes you've got to adapt and improvise as you go. Sometimes plans don't quite work out. That's all right. We'll set up camp here and have a brew. Well, camp's all set up, as you can see. Got a little bit of wood together. Had a brew. Now we're just going to head off for a bit of a walk around the bush. So I've come for a stroll and we'll see what we can scavenge up as well as Tucker goes. I don't think I'll take the bow. I've already got a bit of meat in the bag, so yeah, we'll just take a pillowcase and see what vegetation we can find. Getting a bit weak, but you'd expect that. It's the second day, I've got a lot to eat, so just gotta take it easy. Yeah, give it a walk for half an hour or so and hopefully come up with the goods. Some gorse flower. Nibble on this like an old goat. An old kawa kawa. Dead pig. Oh, that's been killed. Maybe the dogs killed it and people didn't thought it was too skinny to take home or something. Don't think I'll be eating that one. This camp is there. Well, there we have it. Sum total of our foraging for the evening. A little bit of kawa kawa, a handful of fiddleheads and some hound's tongue. So I think we're just going to have to make do. I was hoping to, I've seen a couple of big mamaku, but I think tomorrow's mission might be to try and get a long pole and tie my saw on the end and see if I can't get some fiddleheads, some koru off the mamaku. Otherwise, yeah, I went up to the cliff face behind camp there to try and find some more fern fiddleheads, but the goats had beaten me to them, so yeah, typical. So we'll see how we feel tomorrow. I think I might have an early night. I'm pretty buggered. I've still got to get some liquid in. I'm a bit still dehydrated. Probably still playing catch up from yesterday. So it's about 5 o'clock now. I think we might crank the fire up and just have a leisurely evening, get some meat cooking, get our veggies on, go to bed early, see what tomorrow brings. Might set the bow up, go for a wander tomorrow, not too far, but see if we can't get into some slightly different bush. You never know what we might find. Catch you later. Well, I'm going to have the early night. It's only 6:45, but I forced down a little bit of that goat and some of that hound's tongue, and to be honest, it was bloody terrible. I was dry reaching trying to swallow it. So not feeling very good, but anyway, I'll go into bed with a billy of water, try and sip on that during the night, and not quite sure what we're going to do for the next 3 days. This trip actually revolved around a bit of fishing up that other creek we just came down, but due to the lack of campsites there, that plan turned to custard. So we're stuck down here. We could probably get another goat if we had to. I'm sure I don't have to go too far to find them, but could do with a change in diet from goat meat. I'm not sure if we're going to cope for another 3 days. We'll see how it goes overnight, see what a few hours sleep does to a man's body. See what the weather does too, of course. We may just have to wander further afield tomorrow and see if there's any change in the forest, and so we can find some different foods maybe. Anyway, that's what it's all about. Catch you in the morning.